Yeoville, a suburb that was once the hub of Johannesburg Jewry. Now its Jewry is a shadow, and to some a memory. I went on a journey with Jewish organisation Kosher Mobile Meals to meet some of the remaining Jews still living in the area.
The primary purpose of Kosher Mobile Meals is not in service to the indigent, but rather in service to the frail elderly, those physically unable to prepare food easily for themselves.
Together with Kosher Mobile Meals social worker Ingrid Wolf, we went on a journey to meet 3 recipients who still live in the area. They are adamant not to be moved to a home for the elderly. Ingrid explained why some of the Jews still choose to live there.
They're surrounded by familiar things which come with their Jewish heritage and their familial heritage. To ask them to go into an old age home where they're going to live in one room and possibly share a toilet or a bathroom with other residents is a tall order. They choose to stay in their familiar surroundings where they're comfortable and where they don't feel claustrophobic.
Our first stop was to the home of Philip, a retired salesman who has lived in Yeoville for the past 60 years. He moved to the area during his teenage years and moved into this house after getting married.
I live in a beautiful house that was built by my beautiful wife, and it's more convenient for me to stay here than to go and stay in any other old age place. I've got my comfort here, and I've got everything around me that still brings back memories and things, you know.
Kosher Mobile Meals supplies meals to 20 recipients in the area who also receive food packages from them twice a week. Our next stop was to the home of Pauline, a 92-year-old who still lives in Yeoville. Despite her husband recently being moved to an old age home, she has decided not to move there but visits him at the old age home every day.
When I come home, the first thing I do, I sit down in the chair, have a cup of tea, and then go on the couch, and I feel as though I'm free.
We arrived at our final destination to meet Pessy, who recently lost her husband at age 90. She continues to live in Yeoville because of the memories and sentimental values connected to her flat.
Well, home is where the heart is. It's a very special building. And everybody's friendly to each other. I wouldn't like to live anywhere else. Well, I remember my late husband. I think of him every day. I always remember where he sat, you know, what his voice sounded like.
As we said our goodbyes and concluded our deliveries around Yeoville, Ingrid shared her thoughts about the day. She also explained what it is like to work with Yeoville's Jewish elderly on a weekly basis.
So today's been very rewarding, and we've delivered meals to over 13 or 14 recipients in those areas, in Yeoville, Berea and Hillbrow, and I feel really satisfied that knowing that our recipients have got a kosher meal for Shabbos, for Friday night dinner, and that they're sorted until the next delivery on Tuesday with their meals, and that they don't have to worry about their nutrition. So I'm really glad that on a physical level they're taken care of. It's such an honor and a privilege to work with the Jewish elderly who live in these outlying, isolated areas, and just the smile on their faces when they see us and receive us, just for me makes it so worthwhile.